Hi, sweeties. Welcome to first grade math time. It's Miss Adams. Let's read our objective. My turn. Together we'll add a pair of two-digit numbers. Our turn. Together we'll add a pair of two-digit numbers. What does that mean? Well, it means we'll be adding a pair, that means two-digit numbers, by using a picture or number bond. So why are we doing this? Well, say we have to find out how many ice creams are needed for an ice cream party for first and second graders. To count the scholars, you could count by tens and show how many scholars need ice cream by using sticks and dots, number bond, or an equation. You would use the most efficient strategy. So let's dive into how we're going to do that. How are we going to add a pair of two-digit numbers? So we did this example before of 38 plus 60 when they gave us sticks and dots. I'm going to show you how I would solve this using sticks and dots and labeling my sticks and dots. I also want to note this is a strategy that Omar used and that Kivar used. So 38 plus 60, I drew my sticks and dots, and the strategy that was used was counting my tens first and then my ones. So I counted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now my ones, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. And I circled my answer, 98. So yeah, Omar and Kivar used that strategy where they counted their tens first. And they got the answer correct. Here's another example. 54 plus 13. So I drew my sticks and dots at 54, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and of 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I counted by counting my tens first, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And notice I labeled it. Then counting my ones, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Answer 67. How else could I solve this? How else could I have solved 54 plus 13? Kind of whispering your turtle. Did you say using a number bond? You'd be correct. So I use a number bond here, and I looked at the smaller of the pair, the smaller number, 13 is less than 54, and I pulled out a 10 and a 3. Note also a 10 is a friendly number, or a number that's like easy to add to other numbers. So here's my number bond at 10 and 3. Then I wrote the equation taking out one of my 10. So 54 plus 10, and it equals 64. Correct. So 10 more than 54 is 64. And I can check that by counting. If you use my fingers, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Cool. What should I do next? So is my answer 64? No. So what should I do? Oh, bring down my 64 to write a new equation? Okay. Yep, 64 plus 3. I have to remember that I pulled out my ones, 10 and 3 for my number bond. So I have to remember that I need to add on the 3. So 64 plus 3, and that equals 67. Correct. So I use a number bond here. 54 plus 10, breaking out the 10 and the 3, equals 64. Brought down my 64, plus 3 equals 67. So here is the example again. I also use a number bond, but I use 54. It might be a little more challenging to use a larger number, but I still got the same answer. I brought out my 50 and plussed it to 13, or added it to 13, and I got 63. 5 and 1 is 6. 3 and 0 equals 3. And then again, I brought down my 63, I brought down the answer I got there, plus 4, remembering my ones, and I got 67. So you can give it a try and use a larger number. Let's see another example. So we have 64 plus 30. Here in this example, using the larger number, 60 and 4 in my number bond, and 60 plus 30, and then equaling 90. And then knowing this, your basic facts of 6 plus 3 equals 9, you can add the zeros at the end. And then bringing down my number, 90 plus 4, remembering my ones is 4, equals 94. Cool beans. So let's just go over what we're doing again. So we're adding a pair of 2-digit numbers by using sticks and dots. That's our picture, sticks and dots, or a number bond. And just think about, like, you're planning a pizza party, you're planning an ice cream party, and just using the most efficient strategy to show your work. Picture, or sticks and dots, a number bond, or an equation. Today we'll be doing all of them. All right, so how we're going to do that, how you'll be successful in adding 2-digit numbers, is if you solve the equation using a number bond or sticks and dots, you show your work. Scholars, it is key. Most of us did not show our work in problem set lesson 11. We didn't show our work, we just put our answer. You have to show your work. That's also a way you can go back and check if your work is correct. So make sure you're showing your work for problem set for lesson 12. You show your work by labeling your sticks and dots, and then you could do a number bond. And that's how you could check your work. All right, right now please take out your lesson 12 problem set. You can pause this and take out your lesson 12 problem set. I'm going to take mine out. Okay, we're going to do 1A. The directions are basically to solve. So for this example, I want to use a number bond. I use a smaller number, 12, to take out 10 and 2, just because 10 is a friendlier number to add on to larger numbers. All right, what should I do next? Yeah, I agree with you. I should now write out 84 plus, taking my 10, equals, go ahead and count on, 84 plus 10, or 10 more than 84 equals, I agree with you, 94. And I'm done. My answer is 94. Woo! Wow, you don't agree? It's not 94? How come? I forgot my 2. So I broke out my 12 and my number bond of 10 and 2, and I need to add on my 2. All right, I'll do that. So I bring down my 94 plus 2, and what does that equal? Nice, 96. So 84 plus 12 is 96. So I completed the equation. Make sure you put the answer right back in. And I showed my work by doing a number bond. Cool beans. And once I did that, 10 and 2, 10, 2, and I got 96. Cool beans. All right, for 1B, we're not going to solve it together. I want you to think about what would you do to show your work. How would you show your work? Would you do a number bond, or would you do sticks and dots? Go ahead and tell your turtle what you're going to do to solve 1B. Cool beans. All right. So when you end this video, you're going to complete lesson 12 problem set and then show your work. You can show your work by labeling your sticks and dots or by doing a number bond. And then make sure you check your work to see if you're correct. Make sure you don't rush as well. Take your time. All right, lovelies. Happy math time.